Hi, everyone. Today, I will be introducing the NASA Science Explorer, or SciX, a multidisciplinary digital library based on the successful astrophysics data system that has been supporting the astrophysics community for the past 3 decades. I am Dr. Stephanie Jarmak, the project scientist for planetary science, and I'll be giving the first portion of this talk, followed by Dr. Jennifer Lynn Bartlett, the SciX project scientist for astrophysics. Next slide, please. NASA SciX is an open, literature-based digital information system that serves the fields of planetary science, astrophysics, heliophysics, earth science, and NASA-funded research in biological and physical sciences. This is a free database that enhances discovery of the research ecosystem around scientific literature, while also encouraging the reuse of software, data, and methodologies across the disciplines. We launched SciX in December 2023 during the American Geophysical Union meeting. Next slide, please. You can use NASA SciX to search the current and historic scientific literature by topic or object, by an author's name, by their ORCID or Open Researcher Contributor ID, or organization affiliation associated with their work. You can compose your own query using a variety of fields and operators, or you can use the built-in functions to find similar papers or trending ones or ones that are useful to someone in a field or that give an overview of the topic. Next slide, please. So once you find your paper of interest and you click on it, you come across an abstract page similar to this one, and it becomes a jumping off point for opportunities to explore more deeply. So you can read open access versions wherever available, see what paper cited this one, look at the references used by the authors, find similar papers, try related software and data sets if they're linked, and review statistics and metrics related to the paper. Next slide, please. SciX is also a powerful visualization tool where you can visualize collaborations and connections among authors or among citations and readership, among topics using keywords or networks linking concepts, the influence of the papers by looking at graphs and how they're cited and how often they're read and other indices of significance, and how that significance evolves over time as our citation or readership rates change. Next slide, please. And once you get all of the relevant results that you want from your search, you can then add them to a personal, private, or public shareable library. Libraries or custom bibliographies can be public or private, and you can showcase your own research or build a reference list for a paper or develop a reading list for a new topic. We have ongoing collaborations with various astronomy observatories and facilities, including the James Webb Space Telescope and Hubble Space Telescope, where, for example, some folks at Space Telescope maintain an updated bibliography associated with that facility, and we turn that bibliography into a facet that users can then search on. We hope to expand this service to other projects such as missions and across the various disciplines. And so if you're affiliated with a mission or instrument or large project or just your own research project and would like to collaborate and learn more about some of these resources to automate curation for your bibliographies, then please reach out to me. I'd really love to hear from you. And now I will turn it over to Dr. Jennifer Lynn Bartlett.
Hello, thank you. We build our collections by looking at what we believe to be the core journals in a field. We index all of those articles. Then we index the articles that those authors cite and the articles that cite articles in the core collection. We work our way outward at least one more iteration, looking at citations and references to the papers that we just pulled in. Through this network of citations and references, we hope to identify the journal proceedings, the white papers, the lesser-known journals that still contribute to the field. Our collections are most mature in astronomy, planetary science, and heliophysics because we've been working in those fields for longer. However, we estimate we have metadata for 87% of the major Earth science articles, reference lists for nearly 70% of those articles, and full text for about half. We base these estimates on the fraction of papers in the reference lists of papers in the core journals for which we have entries in our database. Last month, we had well over 7.5 million records in our Earth science collection. Furthermore, we are bringing on board a project scientist for Earth science next month. Her duties will include refining that list of core journals for Earth science and soliciting your input. using your recommendations to build that collection as well. Next slide, please. NASA SciX is based on the highly successful NASA Astrophysics Data System. Like ADS, SciX will be open, trustworthy, innovative, and interdisciplinary, complete with respect to articles, code, and data. However, ADS achieved that goal through 30 years of community engagement. With technology improvement since the 1990s, we're not going to have to manually scan the historic literature of your field the way we did for astronomy. However, improving technology can't really tell us how best to serve you. You need to do that. Our Earth Science Project scientists cannot represent the whole diverse field on her own, but many scientists contributing their experiences can build something spectacular from which we can all benefit. Next slide, please. We welcome your assistance in improving our discipline-specific content. How do scientists in your field describe their work? What tools would help you navigate the scientific literature, including relevant papers from other disciplines? We'd also like help building the network of links from papers to data and software. Are the repositories that you use properly represented in SciX with fruitful links? In addition, we'd like to connect our networks to yours. Could we provide a tailored presentation to your community or mission or science group? Reach out to us. We'd love to talk. I encourage you to consider participating in the interdisciplinary community we're building around SciX. Next slide, please. We very much want to hear from you and work with you to advance open science in the 21st century. Please reach out to me or to Dr. Stephanie Jarmak at the email addresses listed. Thank you so much for your time today.